Hello and welcome back to a fresh episode of Research Plus Practice. I have been in the background, in the sidelines, preparing all the material for you, and now I'm coming with a fresh series for you all. This series is known as the Top 20 Books of Management. You have heard it right. We are going to discuss the top 20 books of management. And we are going to start off our series with one of the very famous books, rather a very amusing way to start this series. And the title of the book is What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School by Mark McCormack. So let's proceed and we look and try to understand what this book is all about. So in the list of top 20 management books that we are going to discuss, today the book we are looking at is book number 20, What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School by Mark McCormack. If I were to say in one sentence what the book is all about, then the book says that most situations benefit from common sense rather than complex solutions. So essentially what the book is saying that sometimes instead of applying the basic concepts, the known concepts, we are trying to find the right strategy or a very complex solution. And in that process, we forget about the simple things which need to be done. Therefore, this book says that business is all about people, sales and negotiation, and running an organization. And people skills are developed when you observe people, when you experiment with your behaviors. As far as sales and negotiation is concerned, the book says that all our life we are basically selling ourselves. In school, we are selling ourselves to our peers so that they accept us. We are selling ourselves to the teachers so that they give us good marks. And later on, we are selling ourselves to the employers so that they may employ us. So sales is a very important part of any business environment, and the book goes into the various facets of how one can do a better sales and negotiation, but it highlights the fact that it is essentially the fear of failure, the psychological barriers which one has, which become an obstacle in being a good salesman. So how to come out of it is that to know yourself better. And how can you know yourself better is to be more aware, more observant, and instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, use your common sense and proven rules of management situations. So for example, when the Mark McCormack, he made a company, IMG, which is one of the very famous companies of sports marketing. They were faced with a lawsuit regarding Bjorn Borg, who is a tennis legend. Then instead of following the usual path and seeking legal advice from a law firm and going into a complicated process of legal battle in the courts, IMG first decided that why not go to the complainants themselves and have a talk directly with them. And this is what they did. And eventually the matter was settled outside the court with minimum fuss and to the satisfaction of everybody. So what do you need to remember from this book is that you don't have to be perfect, but you should learn from your imperfections. That you need to be aware about your own strengths and weaknesses, and then you should need the common sense and do the small details correctly, and that is more than enough to take you ahead in your career, in your workplace, or in case of an organization. Sometimes this is enough to win the competition rather than to go for very grandiose, very difficult strategic exercises. Welcome back. So this was about the book What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School. I hope you like this session. I will be back with book number 19 in our series. Till then, share, like and subscribe our videos. This is me, Shashwat, signing off. Thank you.